Well, hi guys. Today I'd like to deal with a topic called TRAPPEvan vergelyking. In English, degrees of comparison. Right, we have these three steps that we normally deal with. Our first step over here, our second step, and our third step. Right? Those are three steps. The first one, we normally call it stellende trap. That one is stellende trap. The second one, vergrotende trap. And the third one, yeah, there. The third one were treffende trap. Right. So let's see. Normally we're given the word here in our stellende trap. We're normally given the word tested in stellende trap, and then we have to put it in either vergrotende trap or oortreffende trap, or where they give us the word in oortreffende trap and we have to put it back into stellende trap, right? Different ways of testing, but let's look at this way. This one. The word buyer. In vergrotende trap, when we need to put it into vergrotende trap, we normally add ER. Right? Then in oortreffende trap, we normally put STE. We add it to the word. But with this word, some of the words, they completely change. Like buyer becomes meer, and then meester. Right. In your books, you have a set of words that they show us which ones change and how they change, right? Some of them we add ER, some of them we don't add ER. But we're going to look further into that. First, we're going to look at how we're going to know what is tested. Because normally you will find that they will give us a word and then they are going to say put it in the correct form, right? Gee dit in die correcte vorm. So hoe gaan ons weet, how are we going to know which form we must put it in, okay? Because normally they just put it between brackets, then they're going to say put it in the correct form. We normally have a text that we normally have to read, and then from there we'll have to see now what form to use, right? So let's see, how will we discover in which step to put or to fix our word. Let's do one sentence. In your grade 9 textbook, on page 245, there is an activity 15. I'm going to do the first sentence and I'm also going to do the last sentence. Right, I'm just going to write the sentence down. Right, there you can see the sentence is, does a claim voorstad as park down? What do they test on us on there? On page 245 they say, gee die correcte vorm van die woorde tussen hakies. Right? There in our textbooks, there, you find on top there, you say, gee die correcte vorm van die woorde tussen hakies. TRAPPEvan vergelyking. Right, so you can just go into your textbook and from there you can just see how they will change. Let's see. Right, with the first sentence there, knowing which step to follow now here. Because they just give us the word in between brackets and then they say we must put it in the correct form. How will we know which form, which steps to go? Right, normally we have to look for this word, as. Because as is telling us that something is being compared to something else, right? Then in our text there, it says Hilbrow. right? So they are comparing Hillbrow to Parktown. Something is being compared, right? Hillbrow is being compared to the size of Parktown, right? Now, this word here, this, is taking the place of Hillbrow, right? They are talking about Hillbrow. That is kleiner. Now, in our vergrotende trap, if we put klein, then in our vergrotende trap, with the other words that don't change, we'll find that we have to add ER, right? Kleiner. Then we add ER, right? Then on the third step, or treffende trap, we're adding kleinste, right? When we see this word as, we will know that it has to belong in vergrotende trap, right? It will always be kleiner as, all right? So as, it's adding ER, and we also have to look for us in our sentence. So if we find us in our sentence, then we know it is our vergrotende trap. Then in oortreffende trap, whenever they say we have to put it in the correct form, not telling us it's either vergrotende trap or oortreffende trap, we have to see and we have to look for stuff in our sentences, right? In our sentences, when it comes to step 3, oortreffende trap, we're going to have to look for D, right in front of the word that is tested between brackets, right? So if you see there, the claim start, right? If you see the word D right in front of the word being tested, then you know that we have to go for oortreffende trap. Right, here we go. If you see the word D right in front of the word being tested, then you must know that we have to go to oortreffende trap. Alright? Whenever you must read your text, make sure that you look for either us or D. When you see these two, you know you are dealing with vergrotende trap. They will also test you putting it in oortreffende trap, which is number 3, the third step, or they will test you by putting it in vergrotende trap, which is step 2. Then they will ask you to bring it back into stellende trap. Alright, so always make sure that you know either way, right? So test yourself, going to the third step, test yourself, coming back to stellende trap. Alright, then I think for TRAPPEvan vergelyking, making it easy for you to see where to go, I think that's the best remedy, and I hope you guys do well. That's the fastest and the easiest method of learning degrees of comparison for Afrikaans. Alright, thank you for joining. Please tell a friend. Please also look for the cover page. It will be Afrikaans Made Easy 101. Thank you very much. See you next time.